In this lesson, we're going to do two things. The first thing we're going to do is make it so that our cursor, this little thing moving around here, is not visible during the gameplay. So we're going to lock it into place and we're going to make it invisible. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to fix the healing. Right now, it doesn't really work all that well. See, if I move over here, and if I just get attacked a little bit, see if we can just get attacked a little bit, then I still die, even though I ran away and I wasn't being attacked anymore. We need the healing to actually work. So, first things first, let's go ahead and I'm going to open up the script. We're going to open up our our player health one. So let's go ahead and open that up. And I'm going to, in here, we're going to affect the cursor. We're going to, first of all, make it locked so it's not moving around, and we're also going to make it invisible. So let's do both those things here in the start. And I'm going to just access the cursor class. So cursor, and then we're going to access the lock state. So access the lock state by getting the lock state value. And then we're going to set this equal to a cursor lock mode, and you can see we have a few here. We're going to go ahead and set it to the locked one. There we go. And so you can sort of think of this cursor mode.locked as kind of like in our enemy behavior, we have that enum that has the three different states. So you can think of it sort of like that. We're just setting it to the locked state. And the second thing we need to do is we need to access our cursor class again. And we're going to access the .visible value, if I can get that to come up, visible. And we're going to set that equal to false. Cool, so that's taken care of. Next thing we want to do is we want to go over into our manage health function. So let's find that. And in here, we need to add another condition. So this is just going to be before our being attacked condition. I'm going to check to see if the time of last attack is basically this plus the time. Oh, we'll actually need to make a new variable for this. So let's go ahead and go up here. See, we made this time of last attack variable here earlier, and it's actually being set when our flamethrower collides. So let's go ahead and open up that function, that class here, our flamethrower collision class. You see, we are setting the time of last attack to time.time. But we need to check to see if the time of the last attack has been far enough away that we need to start healing. So let's go ahead and make a new value that's going to say how long do we want to have that time be that we have to wait until we can start healing again. So make this, and this can be private, I suppose, private float, and it's going to be, let's call it time to regain health. Okay, so with that, let's go down here. And so the time of last attack plus that time, so time to regain health. If that is greater than the current time in the game, so to get the current time, you access the time class, and you say .time, and that'll get the current time in seconds since the beginning of the game. And there we go. Close these out. Then we can change the being attacked value to be equal to false. Okay, so to go over what we just did again, in our flamethrower collision, whenever the flames are hitting the player, we are setting the time of last attack to be equal to time.time. That's the current time in the game. Then, over here in our player health and attack class, we are checking to see, okay, if we're not dead, then we need to check to see if the time of last attack plus the time we need to wait before we can start regaining health has, if this number is greater than the current time in the game, then we say, okay, you're not being attacked anymore, you're good. Then down here, if the death screen color is not equal to the start color, so we're not at full health, then we need to call the heal function. So that's all that's happening here. So if I go ahead and save this, let's go ahead and test that out. Oh, wait, one more thing actually. We need to go ahead and set this to equal to some value. So I'm going to say after, let's just say 0.2. So after basically a fifth of a second, then we can start healing again. So save that, go over here and test it out. Let's make sure that we can actually heal. So that's been saved. We have an error though. Let's go and check that out. And I think it just needs us to put an F here at the end to specify this as a float and not double. Let's save that. And sometimes those floats will require that. So it's just always a good idea to put it at the end whenever you define a float, to make sure you have that F there. And now we need to do one more thing before we go ahead and test this. We need to change something in our script here, in our player health and attack script. We need to change this greater than sign to a less than sign. So this is right here where we're checking to see what the time of our last attack is, plus our time to wait until we need to start healing again is compared to our current time. Now, when we're comparing those two, we need to make sure that the current time is greater than the time, the minimum time needed to start regenerating health, and that's what this is calculating here. So we need to change this greater than here to be a less than. So there we go. So now we have that. And with that, we can go ahead and save it, go back into Unity and test this out. So once that finishes compiling, I'm going to press play, and we're going to test out two things. We're going to test out, make sure that our cursor is getting locked, as well as that this healing is happening. So as you can see, it moved our cursor down there, and it's going to move it somewhere random. I'm going to try playing this again. As long as it moves it somewhere within the screen, if I click, then you'll see the cursor disappears and it's locked, and we're all good. Now that's going to work better when we're actually playing this game in a build, but for now that's just sort of how it's going to work. I'm going to go ahead and go over to this enemy here and get attacked, and then we can run away, and yep, I heal. Very good. Get attacked, heal. Okay, so it's working out very well. Now you can see that since my cursor is locked and since it's not visible, how am I going to stop this game? Well, it's very simple, very easy. All I have to do is press Control P, and there we go. It stops the game. So that's it for this lesson. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.